Hi, everybody. Or no one, or everyone. Who knows? So I am currently in Valshraz. This is one of the, you can literally start wherever you want. This just happens to be one of the areas, and I happen to choose this one. So yay, go me, I guess. The cool thing is they all auto-scale, which is new for Legion. So that's pretty good. I've gotten through most of the questing, which is you come from Dalaran and you fly all the way down to basically burst your way through and start doing stuff. So far I've already helped the Blue Dragons, yay. Now I'm apparently about to become a live-action Pokemon if I'm looking at this correctly. Because apparently giants, sea giants, use other critters as Pokemon. Looks like there's a whole bunch of other ones here. Looks like we have Vicruel, Worgen, of course some Hogger-esque type of creatures. Oh, interesting, Zandalari. Huh. And then of course giants, some goblins, a few humans, Colturus Marines. Nice. And a random, very angry Tusker, whose name is Boss Whalebelly, because that's a thing. Alright. Alright, he just picked somebody up. What's he doing? Yep, he totally just threw somebody like a Pokemon. That's a thing. Okay, apparently now I am doing menial errands before I become a Pokemon. Or at least I assume I become a Pokemon. Seems like that would be the logical thing. But we're going to go to this cave here and apparently find a Muggy, Ukaduker, and a Grummel.
Greetings, friend of the Grummels.
Huh. That's kind of cool. I kind of hope that stays. I like the idea of having all sorts of critters and creatures and things from all of the other previous games. So I beat the crap out of this guy in a street brawl a little bit earlier, and it wasn't a sanctioned fight, and apparently I was able to then tell him to give me food because I beat him. Okay then. Fighter Chow, out of combat health regeneration increased 400%. Alright. Apparently it's going to make my fur shiny and make me fight better. Hopefully it makes me a better Pokemon. I want to be collectible. Okay, Stern Fathom, all of your dudes are dead. Oh, I gotta go kick the crap out of a Tusker. Go figure. Yep, I'm totally going to be a Pokemon. Here I go. I have been chosen. Wish I had a nifty little Pokeball, though. That would have been fun. Alright, he's definitely angry. Aw, I wanted to fight Whalebelly. Fine. Now I am doing this as Restoration. I am not Elemental right now. So right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out exactly how the leveling goes, or how quickly it goes, if you decide to do this as Restoration, because that's something that they've been say that they're going to be doing for every expansion, basically. Which is, oh, we want to make sure that you can solo level as Restoration. And they haven't exactly been doing a good job of that. Although right now it does feel a lot quicker than it used to. So that's good. It's still a bit slow though, like you don't kill things as quickly, which I guess is, you know, understandable. You're a healer after all. But I'm definitely feeling the absence of DPS buttons. Like, you don't have your Flame Tongue Totem anymore, which is kind of a big thing, at least to me. So you don't have that sort of passive damage. Although apparently other people can help you out. Interesting. Yeah, it's only because I swear a lot, and they tend to get really angry if you don't put a mature content warning when you curse. Like, you know, deleting your VODs and stuff like that, because apparently that's a thing. Also, hi, Dale. I apologize for the clickiness of the keyboard. You know, that gotta have that mechanical keyboard going on. I don't know if I like or dislike the fact that you can help other people on this.
Don't have a target.
I wanted to be the best Pokemon. Alright, apparently that counts as a victory, so off we go. Although it is a clever self-aware nod to the fact that they put pet battling in the game previously. We already have a better hat, and we already have better shoulders, so it doesn't matter which we pick. Yay!
Can I help you?
Do I have to go find the stuff and then arm them? Crap. We will always use the mechanical keys. All the clicky. All the clacky. Or as they say in the League of Rockets, fortitude. Alright, so how do I arm these guys? It's gotta be... Oh! Haha! Action button. No you don't, Dale. That means that you actually had a life for the last 10 years, unlike me, who I've been playing this game. I know far too much about why. Alright then. Apparently I just whistle and give them weapons. Maybe? That might be a fair assessment, I don't know. Could be League for smart people. Oh, sweet. They're fighting things. Do my bidding, minions. The game itself is, over the years, has become very pretty, which is, you know, obviously a good thing. Even the shipwrecks have come a far way from the vanilla days. Go figure. You know, it says it's burning it, but it's really not.
That ability is not ready yet.
Really? One more guy? One more guy? Gotta get that ad blocker, Bix. I don't get paid in advertising dollars. Dude, we could open up a bar called Vanilla Shipwrecks. We could open it up right next to Puzzles. Alright, there's gotta be more sailor dudes around here somewhere that need weapons. Aha! Nope, those are already weapons I'm fighting. Aha! These ones over here. Alright, go fuck up shit, boys. Oh, you are rare. Flog the Captain Eater. Yeah, let's go screw him up. Rude! Oh, he pulled me back in. I rescind my statement of rudeness, giant person man. Instead, I will give you a lightning bolt to the penis, because that's apparently what you do to giants. See, the only good thing about leveling as a healer is it's really hard to die, but you're missing all those DPS buttons. It's really, I don't want to say annoying, because it's not really that bad, it's so slow. Actually, I am a captain. I have a captain's hat and everything. Right now I'm wearing a Viking hat, because Vikings are captains. Oh, that's the bad screen. But I guess that's kind of the trade-off, though. Like, DPS, I guess, when they go in, I mean, they have self-heals and stuff like that, but it's not nearly as powerful as the fact that I have an actual heal. Tank, heal, and DPS, the holy trilogy of adventuring. DPS can be mages or people that beat things with sticks, essentially. It's like rock, paper, shotgun. If the shotgun was made out of plastic. Ooh, that's okay. Yeah, so if I have one gripe so far with leveling is that, like, these elites just take so fucking long if you're not DPS. Also, I take umbrage with the fact that you only get 3 buttons, really, as healer for DPS. So in my case, Lightning Bolt, Flame Shock, and Lava Burst. So. Oh! Look at that. Shinies. That's a bit of a jump. Where do I turn this in? Oh! Found friends. Running. I did it! Continuing the run. Still have aggro. That's a lot of giants. And apparently a rock I can't get over. Oh, dagnabbit, that's a quest. I like quests.
What troubles?
Okay, so apparently I gotta break somebody out.
May your nets always be full.
Apparently the breaking out part was easy. Apparently I also gave him weapons.
Shalaska?
And he's a rogue. He is a Tusk person rogue. Go figure. Now we have another case of it's probably going to take me bloody fucking forever. I got. Oops. Yeah, sorry, I know my commentary is a little boring at times. I'm still not used to the whole talking to yourself thing. Yeah, see, if I was DPS, this fight would already be over. Like, this is just a weak so long. I think they should be, like, allow you to compensate a little bit with, like, the NPCs, especially on this one. Like, I have an NPC. Let him do more damage since I'm in healing. There were a couple quests earlier in the zone that actually gave you a couple different options on how to defeat it, which was either you could keep resurrecting other NPCs to fight with you if you were a healer, or you could DPS your way through it by just killing what was attacking the other NPCs, which I thought was clever, and it actually is something I'd like to see a little more repeated, where it gives you like 2 different ways to complete a quest. But I'm almost curious how hard that would be to program on a regular. Too bad. Oh, walrus people.
Let us visit for a while. Good hunting.
Where did our shiny go? Is that the shiny? That's our shiny. At the end of the quest chains too, or certain quest chains, you get artifact power that you can consume and throw onto your weapons, which is good because it lets you level up your weapons quite a bit and easier. Yeah, and I think that they were trying to kind of curb that a little bit, and with regular mobs you can kind of see that. Teldarius, is that with regular mobs, it's not as pronounced as bad as this. With, like, elites, though, elites are always that problem. Now, that said, I mean, I'm just grateful I'm able to do actual DPS as opposed to nothing when I'm leveling as a healer. Other things that they did for quality of life improvement is you can swap specs on the fly between all three of them, so that is something you can do. And after you complete the first artifact chain, at least right now, the very first set of artifact quests, you can actually go back and get your second artifacts or third artifacts. So you can go get your DPS artifacts if you really want to. You're also not obligated to spend the resources that you gain on your primary artifact. You can actually put it anywhere, which is kind of cool.
Hello.
And your name is Mr. Shackle.
Safe travels. Have a good one.
Sure, I'll kill things for you. Why not? Maybe you'll give me a flight point. Ooh, chest. Oh, I apologize. 4 buttons, because you always get an A with them, which is in this case is chain lightning. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Your talents, you don't need the tomes for anymore either, which is really handy. I promise you, I do know actual words in English. But I mean, look at the numbers there, like 16,000. That's pretty good for healing, like a healer spec. You know, and then 40,000 for primary attacks. And I will say it is a vast improvement over all the other expansions that they've put out, where they've said they wanted to make soloing as a healer an option. This is, I think, the first time I feel so far that they've gotten that right. Like, it feels like I can progress by myself, like I'm not held back, I'm not hindered. Alright, shiny objects. Ooh, artifact power. We like artifact power. Let's keep leveling it up. They also did pare down your buttons quite a bit, which was surprising. Like, I knew there was going to be pruning, but I didn't realize how different it would actually feel. Like, I keep looking for buttons that just aren't there.
I do not have a target.
I also do miss my add-ons a lot. Like, I'm not used to having the no interface. Which I always say that every time I do an alpha or a beta. But yeah, I mean, look at that, 70,000. I would kill to do 70,000 on live healer. I just feel like I'm making progress while trying to solo something. So there's also a lot of cool things that they're doing this time around story-wise. They're filling in a lot of gaps, that just questions that have been asked or not asked, answered in forever. Like we finally found out what happened to Neptulon. He's not like taken over or anything like that. Apparently Shaman have summoned him to fight against the oncoming Legion. And our part of the Shaman Border Hall quest is you are actually getting the Elemental Lords one by one, attempting to convince them to fight on the side of Azeroth as opposed to, you know, doing the bidding of the old gods. Which I think is kind of interesting. And if you happen to listen to Lore Watch, which hopefully you guys do, that is something that intrigues me, is that the Elemental Lords being where they are. Like you can't imagine that they're happy about their lot in life, right? They're literally just poor schlubs that do whatever some weird tentacle monster hentai thing tells them to do. And while that might be like a kink for some people, I guess, it's like, I'm pretty sure if you're the Lord of Fire, you don't want to do that. Also, one thing I did notice is most of the mobs have spoken lines. Like, it's not just random noises like they did with Murlocs. Like, they'll have actual, like, words and battle cries and things like that, which I think is kind of cool. Oh, that was a targeting error. Whoopsie doodle. And if I'm judging this quest line correctly, I'm going to have to take on a giant lobster soon. Googly eyes. That's going to be an elemental. I'm going to kill this thing first. Alright, let's heal up. Let's go click on the thing that has a star. Get murdered. Oh! That is not, in fact, an elemental. That is a Hydra head. Oh, hey there! How's it going, Wow in the Details? And of course it splits into two heads because of Hydra, of course. This is bloody annoying. Yeah, so I'm in Valshraz right now. Or Azuna, but in Valshraz, the portion of it. Excuse me, I lied. So it's Azuna, the southern tip. I thought I was at the northern tip because I'm apparently terrible with directions. I was actually up there earlier helping the Dragonflight lives right up in here. Oh, okay, apparently I can hex the heads. That is useful information. Thank you, experimentation. And the other cool thing is, this is quickly becoming my new favorite totem. It's Voodoo Totem. It's AoE Hex, so I just throw it down and it just takes care of everything around it. So now, if this doesn't die, it's going to split into 4 heads, and then I'm going to be really freaking annoyed. Now that it can't be handled, I'll just be, you know, curmudgeonly about it. Yell and tell kids to get off my lawn. Oh, 3 heads. Okay. That's a new attack. Let's not stand in the middle of that. Alright, well, you know what? We just learned we can hex these things. So let's hex them. Pick one. And just wail on that. It's all about being smart, kids. Something I am generally not. Diminishing returns. I also appreciate the graphic bug when it casts Thrash. Viking helm. Because Viking helm. And this is Valiant's Glory artifact power. Consume the artifact power. Lorp.
The ship.
Now, the other interesting thing is that not all of the graphics for the gear is going to be finalized, aside from, I would assume, the artifact weapons, though I think that's changing slightly each build. But like, this is probably not what I'm gonna look like come actual live release. Yes, they are keeping the upgrade chance, it looks like, which I'm okay with, because it doesn't actually really break anything, and I don't know if it's because it's the alpha, or if it's, you know, just because it's not live yet, but it definitely seems like that chance has been tuned up a little bit. But I have gotten pretty much most of these, which would have been green, that are blue from upgrades of random rolls. Even a few epics already. Not that it means anything, because, you know, epics at a level 102 are, you know, serious business, clearly. Well, not only that, it's also incentive too, like it's incentive to go do things in the world and complete quest chains. It's also especially good because now the zones scale with you. So because they scale with you, you can actually complete the zone and get those end zone items, and the chance that they could roll higher makes it worthwhile. Like, it makes it more worthwhile. You know, beyond just like a pure transfer stand. Stupid Gilbin. The bars by default do have the predicted healing, which is interesting. Also, if you notice beneath me, whenever I'm in combat or healing myself, another bar shows up directly below you, which is kind of cool. I thought that was a very nice touch.
The queen and her new master.
Rescue more sailors in a few. I need to go deal with a queen. It's apparently that way. Potentially, and I think that people will do that, Arc Zero. I think there will be people that do dungeon grind, but I don't think the XP rewards from dungeons are quite set in stone. However, they do have a different set of bonuses as well. Instead of gaining like extra garrison resources, it looks like, at least right now, you have a chance to get extra artifact power, so there's another incentive to kind of compensate for some of the lack of artifact power that you're going to lose from not questing. But from what I can see right now, it is very, very incentivized to quest, because at the end of the chains you get 125, 150 artifact power, plus what you find in the wild is usually between 25 and 50 artifact power, and since the artifact is going to wind up being your main focus, it's your weapon for the entire expansion, getting that leveled up quickly is going to be a thing. So I think while you can do that and then go questing, it is probably advantageous to mix the two. Dale, that is a complicated question with a complicated answer. In the current implementation, you could probably be max level relatively quickly. Like if you rolled a tune, you'd probably be max, I don't know, a couple days, if that. And not even like serious grinding, but like the first set of levels just fall right away. Oh, she's in the mountain. Dagnabbit. Not anymore. It used to be, but they took a lot of the grinding out. Like the XP rewards are a lot heavier, I guess. I'm gonna do something stupid and see if she's on the backside of the island. But the way that questing goes, the amount of rewards you get from it, it's really, really quickly. And that was definitely a dumb idea on my part. She is not on this side, which means I have to go up and around. I would actually be okay with doing the PSO stuff too. Phantasy Star Online was my first love when it came to MMOs. The atmospheric effects also feel a lot better, like they're a little more consistent. Which I know is probably a weird thing to say, but it feels like it is a lot more consistent. Thank you. I totally forgot that was the thing I had. Alright, you're just being not happy. Not happy. Go away. Great, great. Okay, you gotta cut me a little slack. I think I have cast it exactly 0 times in current expansion. 0. Also, I'm used to the glyph that automatically gives it to you when you're in Ghost Wolf, which is no longer a thingy. Yeah, there we go. She's got to be in here. Invisible walls. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and guess I have to run to the back, trigger her, and then she comes crawling up? Maybe? No. Alright. Oh, you are a demon. Okay. That is a thing that is happening. 60 to 80 is not as bad as it used to be. Like, they adjusted the, Don't make me fight that queen. What is it with you Legion dupes and making other things fight for you? Yay, help from random other person. Alright, I rescind my previous statement about things not letting other people help you. I think that's going to make a big difference. That's the other thing that's really cool, is so far the shared tagging is a lot smarter than it was in Warlords. I'm not sure what they changed, but it looks like the quests will actually allow you to share the tags deeper into the health pool of a mob, which is kind of cool. Yep, that must be a night elf. Yep, night elf demon hunter.
I do not have a target.
Yeah, so right now on in live, it's when you share a tag, you only have a certain amount of health before like the opposite faction completely takes over. You have to do so much to participate. Now, like you just saw here, they got credit for that too. So they didn't have to be there at the start of the fight. They didn't have to get the initial hits on there. It's a lot smarter now. So you're not just competing with resources, not just with your own faction, but like against the opposite faction. There's not a whole lot of competition for like quest mobs and things like that. Which I think is really good, because, you know, how many times you've been leveling and then somebody from the other faction comes and steals your mob and then wanders off and you wait, you know, for it to respawn. Yeah, very similar with companions, yeah. Yeah, and in Arc, that's a good point. You do go a long time without feeling like a gear upgrade, but at the same point, I would argue that it's not designed to really give you that gear upgrade anymore, since they assume, and they operate on the assumption that most players, by the time they hit 60, will have heirlooms or will go buy heirlooms. Because, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, heirlooms are relatively cheap in the way that you gain gold at this point. By the time you're 60, you can usually gather a few of them. So it's not like it's something that I don't think they're going to ever really rebalance the gear distribution, if that makes sense. Small treasure chest, what are you? That's another cool thing that they're doing in this expansion, is there's a ton of reputation things all over the place, and I'm not sure if this is an alpha thing or if this is going to be something that they put into live. But right now, each faction, every time you find like a treasure chest or you kill an elite or a rare or something like that, has a chance to drop things that give you 200 rep with that faction without actually having to go through the quests, which I kind of hope are a thing, because that's really, really cool. It's a really cool idea. It's almost like Medallions of the Legion, but not as expensive or rare. There we go. 103. Yeah, and I'm not saying that it is a realistic goal or an ideal. It is a bit out there, or at least it can be. The counter argument is they don't really care about that previous content as much, and whether that's good or bad, I'm not making a judgment on it. But they're putting their focus more on the later content, like they always do, because that's where essentially their money is going to come from, right?
If it ain't here, it ain't nowhere.
Okay.
Cheerio.
And apparently we are now working with Worgen. I'm pretty sure the Dark Lady would not be pleased about that. Yes, use the distraction. Sure, but it's a weird game, right? Like it's a weird position to be in to have a game this old, because then you have to make a decision, right? What's your primary focus? Is the primary focus going to be the new stuff, or is the primary focus going to be the older items that the older content that is basically designed to speed somebody through it? It's tricky. At least to me, it's tricky. Because, I mean, how do you balance that? And apparently, I don't know where I'm going. Which means he's probably in here. Yeah, Cataclysm is definitely by far my least, or my favorite example of when I point out that that's bad. And I know a lot of people did enjoy Cataclysm. Yeah. Okay, where are you? Are you under the boat? Let's go explore under the boat together. You are in here, aren't you? Aha! Oh, no lag. Oh, there's no oxygen in here. I just have to kill him. Can I pull him outside? Maybe. Apparently I am too fat. You know what I miss as a shaman? Water breathing. That's what I miss. Dude, I'm a talking panda that slings fireballs, lightning, and other things. Don't question it. Just kind of. Not in an alpha. Like you could do a potion of the water breathing. I think it's still a thing. It's been a while. And there are still items like the Negrand cherries, and there is still the fishing pole that grants you underwater breathing. Problem is, alpha. I have none of them. get out of this one? No. Can I get out of this one? No. Ruh-roh, Raggy. There we go. Oh, I have to put $1 on for that. Alright.
I'll chop you into chum.
Yeah, it was the extra powerful Windex, apparently. Now I'm breaking my own first rule of questing, which is kill everything in between you and the point that you're getting to. Yeah, the voodoo totem is my favorite thing right now for shaman. And apparently my self-portrait is gone. Yeah, but look at that graphic. So simple, but so cool.
Good day to you.
And none of... Oh, that matters.
See you around.
Hey, look at that upgrade. And another upgrade. Croc-resistant waders. Ha! The game literally just gave me Crocs. Yeah, it's definitely a fun totem. That's the other thing that's missing too, and I really dislike is that we don't have our elementals anymore. At least not as restoration, which makes it annoying as all get out. But like, you know, voodoo totem it's a talent you have to take too. But I mean, that's our spellbook. Our spellbook is that. 2 pages and a little bit, and then all passive. That's true, Dale, but what they lack in alligator resistance, they make up for in social anxiety and wanting to be left the hell alone. Because when you're wearing Crocs, ain't nobody want to talk to you. Also, these are cool new cool new models. Wowhead had them data mined as a druid form, which might entirely be possible, but it's like a owlbear cat thing. Yeah, and they kind of turned all of the healing classes into that. You get basically a 3-spell rotation, and then that's it. And all of them really get that. Sign Daglop's contract. Let's read the contract first. These terms include the acquisition of materials required for the ritual of Sharazan, hereafter referred to as the Gig, and any extermination, elimination, assassination, or murderation. I love murderating. of subjects, living or otherwise, that resist the aforementioned assets required by the gig and Daglop. In exchange, Daglop agrees to provide the second party with a physically intangible source of Fel-based energy for the infusing of one artifact of great power in said second party's possession, hereafter referred to as the reward. Upon completion of the gig, and the aforementioned reward intended for the second party must be provided through direct source extraction from the third party, role to be filled by the target of blank. The lettering becomes so small at this point the words are effectively unreadable by mortal eyes. We are literally making a deal with an imp here. And apparently when you stick a needle in a Pandaren finger, it sounds like a snake hiss? Go figure. Olives for each finger. Sure, let's go Daglop. Hey look, olive sprig. Oh, is he actually helping? He's riding me like Master Blaster.
Oh, I need a target. I do not have a target.
He is literally riding me. Okay, that's a thing. No, not that I've seen. There's been no mention of flying at this level, which, you know, I'm okay with. I'm okay with not getting flying until maximum level.
I need to get closer.
Except when I get stuck on a branch, because, you know, fuck that branch in particular. Probably. I mean, they haven't really said one way or another. Personally, I'm okay if they do that. I don't mind having to get the achievement. And I get to kill unicorns now, because, of course.
I need a target. I do not have a target.
Alright, so what didn't you care about the last time they did it? Was it just the achievement? I'm curious. And for those of you not reading chat, because I don't have the chat plugin for my stream, Wow in the Details has said that she doesn't mind it at max level, but does not care how they implemented flying the last time. Genuinely curious, though, like, what was it about it that you didn't like? Well, I mean, unicorns are murder horses, let's be honest. They are.
It is too far away.
Oh, that is funny. The tooltip has changed that it says minion exclamation point, kill them exclamation point. How delightful.
I need to target something first.
Looking a weird prowling thing directly in the eye, you're my guest. So yeah, apparently my other frame has gone missing. Yeah, the ways around it were fun, and I will agree with you, the flip-flopping was annoying, but it was also one of those things where I think it was a case of too many hands, if that makes sense. There were so many people making decisions on the game at that point that I don't know if they knew what they were going to do. And so one person made a decision, then another person made a decision, then the project got handed off. At least that's my assumption. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess.
I am out of rage.
And I do like flying as well, mostly, and I've said this before, I like it because I like looking down at the map, and it sounds really goofy, but I like maps, and so being able to see it from the very top of, like, the highest points and things like that without having to spend 18 hours getting there is huge for me. Yes, you can move parts of the HUD. Oh, leave me alone, murder pony! Oh, this looks cozy. I have them keybound, yeah. You can keybind them a couple different ways, and you can also program them to the mice and all sorts of other stuff. You can also do modifiers like shift and then whatever the number is. I do that as well. Oh, I hope I get to rip this thing's, like, demonic eating heart out of his chest. Use that to infuse my artifact, because why not? Well, I mean, I made a deal with an imp. I expected there to be, like, fell sludge of some sort. It's kind of a thing. Apparently I did good. Alright, we're out of here. Imps are better to deal with than dragons. At least I can punt this thing. Oh! Interesting. And apparently I have just leveled up my scepter. So let's go take a look at the Shaman class hall. What do you guys say? Mechanical Malphite, basically, yeah. Alright. Dalaran is still mostly the same. Minus, you know, little bits of it breaking. What's actually kind of cool is if you go over to here, that's the Tomb of Sargeras off in the distance. You can straight see it right from the edge of Dalaran at Crassus Landing. And that over there is Suramar City, which you can see from here, which I think it's really interesting how close Suramar City is to the Tomb of Sargeras. And welcome to the Shaman Home, otherwise known as the Heart of Azeroth. They do still have minion mechanics, so you do still send minions on missions, which... But I literally get to send elementals to go kill things, and that makes me happy. We'll go talk to you in a second. I got other things to do. Rhaegar! So, yes, other players are with you now. This is a social experience. There's one thing. And then there's one here. Recruit, anybody you recruit does show up here, which is kind of cool. And look at that, everybody! I got Neptulon to play on Team Lodur. This is the Shaman class hall in the Maelstrom called the Heart of Azeroth. Every class gets their own individual... Oh, this is in the Maelstrom. So what's cool is as you're working on your artifact, it does actually show up on the altar, which is kind of cool. All right, we get to pump something up to another level. Okay. We'll level that up. That seems good. Now, while I haven't unlocked it yet, you get different colors and different schemes for as you do stuff. And you get all sorts of little skins and colors. I think the Titanborn is kind of a cool thing. The Titanborn is probably really, really cool. And the colors are okay. But Totem Bearer is my favorite because it turns the scepter into an honest-to-God totem and totem shield with the item in it. And I need to wield this so badly. The other cool thing is that the colors match the 4 elements of the shaman world, which makes me happy as well. Because I'm all about the shaman. Go figure. All right, let's go see what person fella seer wanted.
Don't be shy.
Oh, class hall upgrade. Ooh, which doom? We're gonna do bloodlust. Let's be honest. So this is kind of interesting. This is sort of like a almost like the tech tree choices I can't think of it now, StarCraft almost, which is kind of cool. Take a screenshot of that so we can talk about that later.
Okay,
Yeah, there's lots of cool people here. There's Summoner Stanos, which lets you summon elements straight from the fire. The other cool thing here, and this is my favorite, Puzzle Master Low. This makes me so happy.
You have the eyes of one who has traveled much.
A shaman version of Lights Out. Which I've already screwed up. Go me!
What wisdom do you seek? May you find mastery in your passions. May the red crate
Let's try this again. We're trying to make everything blue.
in your heart.
It's been a while since I've played the... So that one's easy. I think I have to do... Boo! I am terrible at this game. It's not the original one, right? Like, it's
You
different.
are most welcome. Slow down. Life is to be savored.
So, the problem is these ones right here. Which apparently I can't click on because another shaman's in my way. Alright, I'm gonna give up on this for now.
You have the eyes of one who has traveled much.
I beat the first few levels of it and then kind of got stuck on that one. Because, yeah. I'm bad at video games. Alright, we shall have to wait. To do that one. But yeah. That's it. I actually really like the class alls, which is interesting because I hated garrisons. But I think it's cool that this actually feels like someplace like my character would hang out. And I think that's kind of cool. It's also very pretty. So. But I think that's it for now, for tonight. I am gonna go ahead and call it a stream for now, because I'm cold, because my furnace is broken. I'm gonna go run a space heater and be warm. Thanks for coming out, guys, and keeping me company.